Hi viewers, aspirants, welcome to history lessons based on NCERT textbooks. These information and synopsis are very useful for many competitive examinations, from highest level civil service examination to banking service examinations, National Defense Academy examinations, Staff Selection Commission, State Public Service Commission, all other post-graduation entrance examinations also. Today, we will discuss another basics regarding NCERT history. So, in this part 3 NCERT history basics, the first synopsis 1600 EIC, Elizabeth, Surat, Jahangir. See this synopsis box. 1600 East India Company began its trading activities from the year 1600 AD. With the permission of Elizabeth, it traded with India. It started its first trading station in India, Surat. Jahangir gave permission to do trading activities in India. This is the beginning of East India Company activities. Actually, Portuguese advented to India for trading activities. After Portuguese, Dutch, British, French, all these Europeans entered in the era of trading activities. In the second box, see the synopsis. Battle of Plassey, 1757, Bengal, Sirajuddaulah, Mir Jafar, and East India Company. Battle of Plassey, this is the beginning of East India Company political power. This is the marking year, 1757. In the 1757, East India Company win the Battle of Plassey against the Bengal Nawab Sirajuddaulah. Mir Jafar became a new Nawab of Bengal. He donated East India Company a district. After some words, he displaced by Mir Qasim. Mir Qasim gave 3 districts of Bengal. But again, East India Company not satisfied with these awards. So, 1757 is the marking of the modern Indian history. It is the beginning of political history of British East India Company. In the Battle of Plassey, in one day, Bengal Nawab Sirajuddaulah with the army of 50,000 and British East India Company with the army of just only 2,500 won the battle and decided the fate of modern India. So, this is the marking of modern Indian history. Next, see the another synopsis box. Battle of Buxar, 1764, Mir Qasim, Awadh Nawab, Mughal Emperor. Battle of Buxar gave East India Company to establish political power in India. Battle of Buxar run between East India Company and Bengal Nawab Mir Qasim, Awadh Nawab, Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. Awadh Nawab Shujaudaulah, Mir Qasim and Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. These trial alliances fought against East India Company. Under the leadership of Hector Munro, defeated the 3 alliances forces at Battle of Buxar. This is the decisive battle to sustain the British Empire in modern India. See the next synopsis box. Mysore. Hyder Ali, Tipu Sultan, Anglo-Mysore Wars. First Anglo-Mysore War, Second Anglo-Mysore War, and third, finally, Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. Mysore is an important princely state during the modern India. It was gained independence during the period of Hyder Ali. During the Hyder Ali, Anglo-Mysore Wars occurred too. At the beginning of First Anglo-Mysore War, from 1761, 1782, these Anglo-Mysore War won by Hyder Ali. The second Anglo-Mysore War between the Hyder Ali and the British forces. During this period, Hyder Ali died with the health grounds. Tipu Sultan continued this battle. This battle was not decisive between these 2 forces. The third Anglo-Mysore War and the fourth Anglo-Mysore War decisive in the favor of East India Company. The third Anglo-Mysore War between 1790 to 92 won by Britishers under the Cornwallis Governor-General period. In 1799, Lord Wellesley won the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. He defeated the Mysore forces. In the ferocious battle, Tipu Sultan rigorously fought and died in the battlefield in 1799. It is the end of Mysore. So, these are the four battles. First Anglo-Mysore War, Second Anglo-Mysore War, Third Anglo-Mysore War, and Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. First Anglo-Mysore War favored to Hyder Ali. Second Anglo-Mysore War was not decisive. Third Anglo-Mysore War defeated Tipu Sultan armies by Lord Cornwallis forces. In the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War, finally Tipu Sultan forces were defeated and Tipu Sultan died in the battlefield. Finally, Mysore was subjugated by East India Company. See another synopsis box. Anglo-Maratha War. Anglo-Maratha War. First Anglo-Maratha War, Second Anglo-Maratha War, and Third Anglo-Maratha War. Marathas are one of the major forces, those who are vibrant and against the British annexation. So, in these Anglo-Maratha wars, first Anglo-Maratha War is a long and not decisive. It was ended with the Salbet Treaty. The second Anglo-Maratha War from 1803 to 1805 occurred. This time, the second Anglo-Maratha War, Marathas were defeated. In the finally, the third Anglo-Maratha War, 1817 and 1818, during the Lord Hastings period, Marathas were completely defeated, and the last Maratha Peshwa became a pensioner. Bajirao too became a pensioner during the Lord Hastings period. Kittur, Rani Chennamma also fought ferociously in the provinces of Karnataka, and her province also subjugated by East India Company. See another synopsis box. Doctrine of Lapse. Lord Dalhousie, Satara, Sambalpur, Udaipur, Nagpur, Jhansi, and misgovernance Awadh in 1856. When you observe these synopses based on NCERT textbook, Doctrine of Lapse, one of the important policy forwarded by Lord Dalhousie. According to this policy, any native ruler who has not natural heir, their princely states were annexed by Britishers. They are not allowed to adopt the son. So, in 1853, Jhansi, Nagpur, Udaipur, Sambalpur, Satara, all these princely states are annexed by British East India Company due to the kings have not natural heirs. Satara in 1848, Sambalpur in 1850, Udaipur in 1852, Nagpur in 1853, Jhansi in 1854. Though the Awadh Nawab having so many sons, under the misgovernance caste, this Awadh also annexed during the period of 1856. So, in the span of 8 years, 8 princely states were annexed by Lord Dalhousie, showing the cause of Doctrine of Lapse. Any princely states having no natural heirs, their adoption was not recognized by East India Company. Slowly, their states were annexed step by steps without shedding a single bloodshed. These are also cause for a great mutiny, 1857 revolt. See another synopsis box. Fauzdar Adalat, Criminal Code, Diwani Adalat, Civil Code, Qazi Judge, Regulating Act 1773. When the East India Company established the political power in the enter of Battle of Plassey and sustained in the Battle of Buxar in 1764, after that, they have gained political autonomy in Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, a larger area. In this area, they have tried to insert the new administration. In this administration, they have established some judicial administration also. Fauzdar Adalat and criminal courts. Diwani Adalat meant for civil courts. And Qazi replaced by judge. So these are the initial stages of judicial administration. To regulate the affairs of the private company, East India Company, British government, Britain Parliament passed first time 1773 Regulating Act. From 1773 to 1793, it passed another Charter Act. For 20 years, another Charter Act, 1813. For another 20 years, 1833. Like that, 1853. Finally, in the period of 1858 Government of India Act, the East India Company rule was ended. These are the beginning of constitutional history from the Regulating Act. See the another synopsis. Bhiga is a measurement for the land revenue. In those days, Britishers have adopted different revenue policies. These are permanent revenue, permanent settlement, Raitwari settlement, Mahalwari settlement. Permanent settlement was introduced by Lord Cornwallis in 1793 in the areas of Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa. These permanent settlement gave many Jamindars support to the British East India Company. Jamindars gave right to collect the revenue from the farmers. But the British East India Company did not lay any regulations for the collection of revenue from the farmers between farmers and Jamindars. So like this, Jamindari system, the permanent settlement was introduced in Bengal, Bihar, Orissa by Lord Cornwallis. Raitwari settlement, it was a direct settlement between the farmers and the British governments. It was introduced by Thomas Munro in the Madras provinces. In these Madras province areas, like Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, those Jamindari systems are not introduced in this area. Directly, British government collected the revenue from the farmers. This was called as Raitwari settlement. Next, Mahalwari settlements, a group of village elders, they have given power to collect the revenue in the Punjab, Northwest frontier provinces. This Mahalwari system was introduced. Mahalwari settlement, Raitwari settlement, and permanent settlement. These are the different revenue policies approached by British East India Company to collect the land revenue in different areas of British subjugated areas. So all these are the NCERT textbooks based history synopsis. These information, these bits, these issues are very useful for many competitive examinations and objective type examinations. They may be civil service preliminary examinations, staff selection commission, National Defense Academy, banking service, state level public service commission examinations. All these examinations, they will give the history portion bits based on his NCERT books. So in another session, we will discuss another type of NCERT basics which are useful for competitive examinations. Thank you, viewers and aspirants. We will meet again. You have to observe, you have to gain like this history synopsis for your bright future. Thank you. I, Dr. D. Sahadevudu, lecturer in history, are delivering these types of history lessons in future. Thank you very much.